Hello everyone. In this video, I want to mention you about vectors, matrices, and arrays, and we are going to make some practices on them. We will see the operations on the vectors and matrices, and also arrays. Let's start. As you know, guys, a vector is a one-dimensional array of numbers, and MATLAB allows creating two types of vectors, like row vectors and column vectors. Row vectors are created by using the set of elements in square brackets, as you see, and using space or comma between these elements. 7, 6, 9, 11. Yes. Okay. Sorry for that. Yes. As you see, we created a R vector, a row vector. Let's create a column vector. Column vectors are created by enclosing the set of elements in square brackets again, but using semicolon to delimit the elements, like, okay. As you see, guys, R is the row vector, and the C is a column vector. We can make references to the elements of these vectors. Like, there are several ways but to do that. I don't know, the ith component of a vector V can be referenced as Vi maybe. Yes, let's first define a V vector. Here. Okay, a column vector. 2, 3, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's define it. As you see, we have a column vector of V. Then let's call the third element of the V vector. Here is the answer. Also, we can extract the first, fifth, and the sixth elements. Okay. Suppress these. First, the first, fifth, and the sixth element. Okay, guys. When you reference a vector with a column, such as V, all the components of the vector are listed, like here. And guys, MATLAB allows you also to select a range of elements from a vector. For example, let's define an RV vector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A vector RV of 9 elements. Then we will reference the elements 3 to 7 by writing RV 3 to 7 and create a new vector, a sub RV, from these elements. Okay. Let's run. Yes, this is our RV vector here, and there is a sub vector from the RV, the element which has the elements of RV 3 to 7. Okay, guys, we basically now know about how to define a row vector or column vector, or extracting the elements of these vectors. Now we can make some practices on vector operations. Okay, let's clear Okay, let's define some vectors and we can talk addition and subtraction of the vectors first. Okay, A is 7, 11, 9. B is 2, 2, 5, 17, 16, and 20. Let's suppress them. Okay, C can be A plus B, and D equals A minus B. Here there is one more command which displays the results. D. Let's run the script. As you see, guys, MATLAB does the whole calculations, and this is the A vector and this is the vector B, and MATLAB added and subtracted the two vectors. Okay, let's make some scalar multiplication. Let's define a vector V. These elements M8. And let's define an M vector which is equal to 5 times V. Okay, guys, this is called the scalar multiplication of a vector. As you see, each term of vector V was multiplied by 5. Okay. Now let's talk about the transpose of a vector. R can be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the transpose of it can be... Guys, in MATLAB, this is the symbol of transpose. When you add this symbol to a vector, MATLAB automatically calculates the transpose of it. So let's write a column vector also. TV equals to V transpose. Display TR and display TV. Okay, let's run. Here it's RTR vector. Sorry guys, again. Normally R vector is a row vector and TR is the transpose of it. As you see, it's a column. And V is a column vector and TV is the transpose of V. So the row vector is a transpose of V. Let's continue. I need to show you the norm function which calculates, which gives the magnitude of a vector. Guys, you should know that this command does not work for arrays or matrices. Let's define a vector 3, 4 and norm of it. Let's run. As you see, the answer is 5, which is the magnitude of V1 vector. Okay, what is next? Oh, the next operation is the dot product of two vectors. You know the dot product from the mathematics course. Okay, let's define two vectors. Again, V1 equal to 3, 2, 3, 4, and V2 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's call their dot product as dp. The function is dot v1 v2 equals to 0. As you see, we find the dot products of two vectors with the help of dot function. Let's check the help of it. Okay. As a reminder. Okay, guys. Now we are done with the vectors.